Welcome to 12 Hop Flop, the podcast where your favourite long-eared friend shares some whisker-twitching wisdom. I'm Floppy, your host who's all ears, especially when it comes to the finer lettuce leaves or the richer details of life. Today, we're burrowing deep into something that warms the burrow more than a sunny spot on a chilly morning. The gift of giving, the joy and importance of helping others. Bunnies are social creatures by nature. We thrive in groups, often putting the well-being of our warren above our own. Take, for instance, my fellow Fluff, 8-bit, whom I share my burrow with. Her presence is a reminder that sharing, even if it's just a corner to nap in, is fundamental for us rabbits. It's not just carrots and comfy beds, but the mutual grooming, the nudges, and the twitches that really spell out care in rabbit language. Now, translate that into human, and you've got something quite spectacular. Giving, you see, is not just about the physical gifts, though I wouldn't say no to an extra helping of Timothy Hay. It's about that tender shoot of empathy that sprouts from your actions. When you help another, you're not simply passing on something you have to someone who doesn't. You're sewing a thread of connection. You're spinning a bit of your heart into a tapestry that wraps around your fellow humans. And the joy, by my twitchy nose, the joy is just boundless. It's the flip of a happy tail, the contentment that fills your chest after a good day's digging. When you give, you're not just filling someone else's burrow with warmth, you are lining your own with the softest down. The rewards of giving ripple outwards like the vibrations when I thump to warn or to call to friends. You may not see it immediately, but the vibrations return, sometimes in the form of gratitude, sometimes as a helping hand when you least expect it, or simply as a communal spirit that says we're all in this bustling warren of life together. Now, why is it important, you ask? Well, just as every tuft of fur keeps me warm, every act of kindness strengthens the fabric of your human society. The importance lies in the truth that everyone, at some point, needs a little help from their warren. No rabbit, no human is an island, or should I say, a solitary burrow. The world can be a wild meadow at times, full of unpredictability. Today it's dandelions in abundance, tomorrow it might be a scarcity of clover. When you give to others, you're essentially planting seeds of dandelions and clover for not just one, but for many springs to come. I've seen too, within my warren, that when another bunny is down on its luck, a paw perhaps caught in a snare, it's the compassion of others that not only sets them free, but also mends the spirit. And talk about mending spirits, there's nothing quite as repairing as witnessing or partaking in charitable actions. It's like the universe's warm lap you can settle in for comfort. So whether you're handing out portions of your salad or you're grooming someone else's fur, metaphorically speaking, you are doing the essential work of weaving your part in the grand tapestry. Before we wrap up, I want to encourage you to spread the joy of giving whenever you can, in whatever form you can. It doesn't have to be as grand as a whole field of fresh greens. Sometimes it's the small things, like leaving a little extra space for a fellow creature to stretch out. And talking about stretching out, it's about time I stretch this podcast to a close. I'll hop right off here and let you folks get back to your human burrows, but before I do, if you've savoured the nibble of knowledge I've shared with you today, consider subscribing to 12 Hop Flop. Leave a review or comment about your own experiences with the gift of giving. Your thoughts are like those precious nibbles of feedback that keep this fluffy podcast a-hoppin'. Thank you all for lending me your ears. Until next time, keep hopping and flopping, my friends.